Hi folks, this is All the Fruit, and today I'm playing the Durian Roulette, one of my favorite games. The other one are Easter Durian Hunt, Spot the Rare Durian, and as many Durian games as you can think of. Well, what is the Durian Roulette? Most people from the West, they know Durian from Thailand, but in Thailand they have basically a monoculture of Musang King. Is Musang King good?
No good.
No good. So here the people in Borneo, they don't grow Musang King. They actually almost never grow, they basically never grow official durian varieties. They grow Kampung Durian. Well, what is Kampung Durian? This is the main durian you will find in countries like Malaysia, Indonesia or Brunei. And I like it so much more than the Musang King. Well, if you are in West Malaysia, you can buy Musang King and Durian 88 and Blackthorn and other official things. They will usually be very expensive, like 50 ringgit, 100 ringgit a piece. And next to them you will find, for a fraction of the price, the Kampung Durian. What is the Kampung Durian? Well, the Kampung Durian is basically seedling durian. You just collect the seeds of the durian and you plant them. Actually, you don't even need to plant them. You throw them on the ground. They will even germinate on the surface. And then the tree that grows out of those seeds, well, yeah, it will be a daughter tree of the tree where the fruit come from, but the fruit of the daughter tree will taste completely different. Actually, in Indonesia, I realized that most people, and even in Malaysia, in many of the villages, most people don't understand grafting. They think when they plant the Musang King seed, they'll get a Musang King tree. Well, this Durian Kampung is basically the favorite durian of West Malaysia. Here in Borneo, it's still very favorite, but it has to compete with the jungle durians. However, right now, it seems like we're a little bit between seasons. Those people told me in 2 weeks there will be a lot of durian. Other people told me that 2 weeks ago there was a lot of durian. And if I look at those durians here, they all don't look like start of the season durians. They look like end of the season durians. All already, most of them are cracked. So what's the Durian Roulette? It's basically, if you have a Musang King for 50 ringgits and Durian Kampung for 5 ringgits a piece, you buy 10 Durian Kampung instead of, oh, look at that. This is one of the most dangerous wasps in the world with a horrible sting. This stings you, you go to hospital. This thing eats tarantulas for breakfast. Yeah, literally, its favorite prey are giant spiders. Well, so you buy 10 cheap durians and you can be pretty sure that at least 3 of them will be at the level of the Musang King. Let's say 5 of them will be edible and maybe 2 of them will be so bad you throw them away. But still, for the same amount of money, you got 3 good durians and 5 which, even if you don't want to eat them, you can make them into durian paste, which is my favorite Borneo condiment. Well, here, as I said, we are very late in the season, so your chances of winning the Durian Roulette are a little bit reduced. The prices are much higher than in the season. Well, much higher. Yeah, basically those you would get for half or a third of the price in the high season, and the quality is worse. So yeah, you have to invest more and your chance of winning is a little bit less. So now, which shall we choose? Here they sell one pile for 20 ringgit. That's about €4 or $4. Here, 3 pieces, which you can choose freely, are for 20 ringgit. Here, the big ones, 1 piece is 20 ringgit. And here those, 1 piece is 10 ringgit. So you might wonder, how do they select which durian to put in which pile? Well, usually those farmers know their trees. Often they've been planted by their great-grandfathers, so they know the taste from each tree. So they will usually, tastier trees will have higher prices. More boring trees will have lower prices. Often you can even see that the different piles have different colors or shapes, so you can see that they are from different trees. Here everything is quite mixed, so I think here the main thing is, the main criteria is how far gone the durians are. Well, if you see this on a durian, you know in most species they're already quite far gone, because this rubber strap is here in order to prevent the durian from opening completely. Once it opens completely, you have to eat it immediately, or after an hour or two you throw it away. Like this, well, it can maybe survive another day or so, but it's not a good sign. So here, yeah, you might wonder, here we have 4 very small durians for 10 ringgit. Here we have 3 quite big durians for 10 ringgit. How do you play the durian roulette? Well, you might go for size. The bigger the durians, the more flesh there is. Such a big durian can have 5 times more flesh than a durian which is half the size, because little durians usually have a little flesh, but little durians are often very tasty. Also, you might risk it with cracked durians, not with this one, this is definitely too far gone. You might risk it with a durian like this, or you might rather go for a couple smaller ones, which are still intact. Also, well, you might either go for the ones with the big cracks, or for some which have smaller cracks like this. Also, you have to be careful. Here is a wound. Here is a sign that there is a worm inside. Here the worm has crawled out, or yeah, that's quite a small worm. So the worm will have eaten part of the durian. Doesn't mean that the whole durian is spoiled. But look, oh, here is a big wormhole and the stuff inside is already rotten. Here is another wormhole, another one, another one, another one. So this is a durian for gamblers. It's possible that 2/3 of it are gone, and there will be still more flesh than in the small one. It's also possible that all of it is gone and then you just throw it away. The small one looks good there. Oh, no. It's also a wormhole. Well, yeah, this is quite... The durians here in this area, they usually have a lot of wormholes. I've noticed this. Kuching, Serian, the whole area. There are a lot of worms inside. And yeah, they eat at least one section, one carpel of the durian. So here we have quite cheap ones. One pile for 20 ringgit, but not a very good quality. Here we have slightly better quality. You get 3 pieces for 20 ringgit. As you can see, not so many cracks in here. At least some of the durians look better. Here you get 1 piece for 10 ringgit. Again, slightly more expensive, about $2 or €2 a piece. They are bigger, and yeah, the cracks, they also look like they appeared maybe today. Most of those cracks are not really old, so you have a chance with those. Those here are even more expensive, 20 ringgit a piece, and yeah, the cracks also mostly look new, even on this big one here. Well, I don't know. Shall I really gamble and get this? This is really big and also really heavy. No wormholes to be seen. Actually, how many carpels does it? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. No, it only has 4 or 5 carpels. I thought it has 6, but no. Yeah, I could make a bigger gamble with this one. Hope that the flesh inside is still fresh enough, and I'll get a lot of flesh for my $4 or €4. Or play it a bit more safe. Here the cracks are really new. Still a very heavy durian, so a lot of flesh inside. Or I could play it very safe and hedge my bets and get 2 durians, 2 small ones. The cracks are just opening. So folks, how shall I play the durian roulette today? Well, also a more safe way to play it is to just ask the vendor to choose a durian for you. usually they will not give you some, well, sometimes people will give you on purpose something they really want to get rid of, but usually they will, it's a matter of pride for them to choose a good one for you. Shall I ask the guy? Or shall I play the roulette in a very risky way? What do you think, folks? I already made him choose two for me. One was pretty good, one was already a little bit overripe. But okay, they are all quite overripe, so even he can do no magic. He can maybe choose one of the better ones, but he cannot choose durians which are not here, so I like this one. Been gnawed by some animal, but I don't know why, but I like this one. Sir, do you think that this one is good or not so good?
This one? Yeah, good.
It's good?
Yes.
Okay, I take this one.
You want to take this one?
Yes. So now I chose one, but he confirmed that it's good. So let's hope it's not too far gone, not too overripe already. Still looking good. Terima kasih. So let's see if this was a win, a partial win, or a bad investment. Yeah, it is quite. It is definitely overripe. Yeah. Already not so creamy, but crunchy. They often get a bit crunchy when they are overripe before they get rotten and creamy again. But not too bad, I would say. Not a jackpot, but I don't expect a real jackpot in this season. Good. Quite a good durian. So folks, next time you're in Asia and see the expensive named varieties and next to them a pile of kampung durian for a fraction of the price, buy the whole pile. If it's too much for you, if you have a pile of durian in Asia, you will never be in lack of friends. Sit down somewhere, call a couple people from the street, tell them to help you eat your durian, and you'll make a lot of friends in no time. This is a society where people share everything. Look at those guys there over there. 5 guys, they buy a lot of durians and they eat them together. This is a society of sharing. So yeah, buy the giant pile of durian and you will never go wrong, because there will definitely be a couple really tasty ones in there. So folks, this was the Durian Roulette, one of my favorite games to play in the whole wide world. Stay tuned for a lot more fruit videos from the beautiful markets of Kuching. And of course, don't forget to like, share, comment and subscribe.